Hello, this is the Enigmatic Skyfire, and this is another Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle. I'm going up against MrDarkrai1000 from Zot. And now it's time to get the battle started. This is a really close battle, as you'll see. So I start off with my primate, Fierce now. And he goes up against his Gliscor. I didn't know what to expect on that Gliscor because I know Gliscor is played a lot of times and it's played differently from how I used to play. So I go with Flamethrower. You're probably wondering, are you serious on Primate? And so he goes for a Toxic. I'm like, oh no, I'm expecting what I'm expecting. Probably a max defense Gliscor. So he switches out and goes into Dragonite. I said, oh great. So I went for a Calm Mind. I'm like, okay. You wonder, are you doing this again? Well, to tell you the truth, yeah, I'm doing that again. You probably know, if I have a Calm Mind on Primate, you probably know who it is. And then comes Night Days. Yeah, you probably already know which Pokemon that is. So I used Night Days expecting a flinch, but it took Dragonite down to that much. I'm like, oh, so close. So he goes for Dragon Dance, and I'm probably already know what's coming up next. So he goes for an Extreme Speed. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. Oh, Troy. It didn't work this time. Sorry. So I'm like, oh, this is not looking good. So I come in with Fairlane, my Excadrill. So I go for a Rock Slide. Surprisingly enough, I didn't think with after that Dragon Dance that it would be faster. But it was. So Dragonite's gone. Then he comes up with Gliscor again. I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I go for a Metal Claw, thinking, you know, maybe he had not enough, but it looks like I was wrong. Then I get hit by a Rocky and I was like, oh crap. Then I see the Stealth, I said, yep, every entry has this now. Oh boy. Something that I didn't want to deal with, but I guess it happens. So I go for Sword Stance. He's probably gonna roost. And go for Earthquake. I'm thinking, I thought I had some good defenses on Excadrill. Yeah, just luck. Not. And it's a critical. That's probably why. So there goes two of my favorite guys in Fairlane and Troy. So there's the real Fierce now. So use bulk up because thinking at least some attack and defense do something. So he goes for a roost. I said, yep, I knew that was coming. So I said, you know what, let's go ahead and I'm going for another bulk up. Plus one attack, plus one defense. He goes for a Toxic and it misses. I was like, yay! So I go for a Stone Edge and he misses. I'm like, oh come on, you gotta be kidding me. And now the Toxic hits. I'm like, oh, here we go again. So once again, I try for Stone Edge. Yeah, now it works. So I go for, once after that, he goes for a Roost. Like, yep, that comes up again. And there he goes again. So I go for another bulk up. And attack and defense. And he goes for another Roost. I'm like, okay. I go for Stone Edge. And it takes good enough for at least a good chance to 2-hit KO this thing. He goes for Earthquake, and it takes him down to just that much. I was like, yep, my last chance. This gotta work. Oh, but he switches into Gliss. He switches out and switches to Empoleon. Yeah. I figured that was gonna happen. That's why I did close combat. This was a critical point in the game because at least now I had a chance to at least kill one of his Pokemon before my third one is gone. So that Empoleon is gone. And unfortunately there goes Pearson now. So I'll bring up my Zangoose. Good old Pittsburgh. So he comes in with Gliscor again. Like, this is gonna be ridiculous. Well, at least in my thing. So I'll go for Sword Stance. I know he's gonna do Roost. Which I was right. I'm like, okay, let's go for another Sword Stance. And he uses Toxic. One problem. That Zangoose, he has immunity. Remember, it fights the Viper so much that he has immune to poison. Okay, so I use Aerial Ace. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot about that Rocky Hamlet. And he uses Earthquake. I'm like, oh, this is unbelievable. I said, can anybody get that Gliscor? I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead and do this right now. Do a Brick Break in case he tries to switch, but he didn't switch. And, that Rocky Helmet again. And so Pittsburgh's gone. I'm like, oh, this. And he roosters. I'm like, oh man, this is not going to be good. So I go in with my Skycatcher. The Togekiss. Would be a Skycatcher, though I have to take on myself. So I go for an Air Slash. Looking for a Flinch Hacks. And there it goes. So I figured he might try to switch or something, so I go in with Flamethrower, and well, he didn't, so there goes Gliscor. I'm like, thank goodness Gliscor is gone. Now, he comes in with Jolteon. I don't expect the Thunderbolt. I'm like, oh yeah, this is going to be a long game. But he goes with Thunder Wave. I'm like, really? I said, no Thunderbolt? I'm like, yeah. So I go for a Psych Shock. Knowing that Jolteon is very low in defense, I figured it'd be down to half or more, but I did not expect that. A good crit hack, so I needed that. Put you back in this game. That probably might be another critical point in the game. He comes in with Volcarona. I'm like, yep, I'm expecting a Quiver Dance, but he comes in with a Fiery Dance instead. I'm like, yeah. But I say a lie. I'm like, okay, let's go for an Air Slash. Yeah, it missed. And so he goes for another Fiery Dance. I'm like, yep. This was what I was looking for. Well, at least Skycatcher at least got somewhere in this game. Now, this is where the fun comes. I come in with my Wick. The shiny Chandelure. Ugh, that took a lot. So, I use Shadow Ball to start. Like, okay. That's a good start. I use Bug Buzz. Well, he uses Bug Buzz. I'm like, okay, Ghost Fire. That didn't work out too much. So I figured, yeah, he's gonna try another Bug Buzz. With that, I go ahead and go for a Calm Mind. And he goes for another Bug Buzz. Yeah, again, I just Calm Mind. And he's using quarter damage moves like Bug Buzz. I figured Flamethrower should do that much. So I figured I thought I lost the game. I was gonna just give it up and use a Flamethrower. Instead, it faints. I'm like, okay. So now he comes in with, I forgot. I don't even know how to pronounce that. It's Reuniclus, alright, that's that thing.
Rancarusis.
Whatever that is. But anyway, I go for Shadow Ball, and I'm thinking he might survive that. Instead, it's gone. I came back from all that to win. Whew. Talking about a big surprise. Anyway, the Enigmatic Skyfire won that one 1-0. That was a close game. Anyways, check me out, Enigmatic Skyfire on YouTube. Rate, comment, subscribe, and all the other good stuff. Anyway, Enigmatic Skyfire saying, see you next time.